I'm Vicky Monroe. I'm a psychic. But this is no story. It's how I helped solve a real murder.
I didn't know her, and I'd never met her. But the moment I heard her name, Amy, I felt something. Because even though she was gone, she wasn't silent. It was October 2001, and I was just driving with the radio playing in the background. But then her name cut through the noise. Amy St. Laurent, 25, responsible, loved. She went out with friends, but she never came home, and therefore the entire state of Maine was on edge, because girls like Amy don't just vanish. And I didn't plan to get involved, but I couldn't ignore what came next. I saw her, not in a dream, not in a vision, but as if she were standing right in front of me. She was wearing a gray sweatshirt, and I remember seeing the name printed on it, Pratt and Whitney. I didn't even know what that was, but somehow I knew it belonged to her. Then something shifted. I didn't just see her, I felt her fear, her urgency. It was as if she was trying to reach me, trying to tell me something, and therefore focused. I focused, listened, every sense on high alert. That's when she gave me a name, just one word, Jeff. And then she was gone. But the fear lingered, and that name echoed in my mind like a warning. So I contacted Detective Joe Laughlin, the deputy chief of Portland Police at that time, and told him everything. What I saw, the gray sweatshirt with the name, the woods, a house, water nearby, and even the man's face. Brown hair, anxious eyes, fists clenched with something he wasn't saying. He listened carefully, then looked at me and said 6 words that made my blood run cold. Jeff Gorman was the last person to see her alive. Weeks had passed, but Amy's face stayed with me. I kept seeing flashes of trees, disturbed soil, shovel marks, and a piece of plywood. And as winter crept closer and the ground threatened to freeze, the search intensified. Day and night, no one slept, the pressure mounting as fear spread through the town that a killer was still out there. And then, during one of those relentless searches in the wooded outskirts of Portland, a cadaver dog suddenly broke into a sprint, ran straight to a freshly dug patch of earth, and stopped, unmoving, eyes fixed on the ground. So the officers approached, peeled back the plywood, and there she was, buried beneath it in the gray sweatshirt, exactly where I said she'd be. The man I saw, Jeff, was arrested. The details matched his motive, his lies, his violence, and in the end, it was Amy who helped stop him. Because she wanted to be found, needed her story told. And though people often ask me what it's like, being a psychic, seeing what others can't, feeling the presence of the lost, I don't claim to have all the answers, but I do know this. Amy never truly left. She was waiting for someone to listen, and I did. Because some voices echo beyond this world, and hers was one of them. And maybe that's what she wanted all along, not just to be found, but to be heard, to remind us that even in the silence, some stories still speak.